Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's another day. In fact, today being recorded as of right now, and I'll get a little bit more into this video, but right now it's actually Easter. And going around really late at night. I mean, I've been all over the place here today. This guy is scrap. If I had any hesitation about if this was scrap or not, I think this is scrap. But I think we combine this with tomorrow. Oh geez, don't scratch the man anymore, it's already been scratched. Gonna probably combine this with a little trash picking tomorrow morning, considering how late it is, and it is a holiday. Still out there on the grind. I don't know how much trash we're gonna find here at night, and in fact, I'm not doing the whole route tonight because we're running out of daylight. But we're gonna try to make today another fun episode and see what happens. So come along with another day of trash picking, and whoever else knows what we'll get into. Let's make it a good one. Let's do it. See how this looks. Looks nice to me. Looks like it needs a little bit of work. Nothing I can't fix. Alright, so I grabbed like two things just now. I grabbed that chair, then this piece, which I don't know what that is. I thought it was tiger oak. I don't think that's tiger oak. That looks like maple to me, but I can be completely wrong. That could be I don't know. Some woods I'm not very good with. Determining what kind of wood stuff is sometimes can be kind of difficult for me. Like the top, I have no idea. I don't think it's mahogany. Someone out there will let me know. In fact, I'll probably have like 15 different species of woods in the comment section. That is really neat. Look how that's like bowed like that. Like it's like that's done on purpose. It's not like warping. That's beautiful. It does show some wear. So I noticed. Well, you got some veneer peeling. You can't say it's a sun. I can't really show that. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there you go. You got a whole chunk out there. You got some damage here as well. I don't know. It's still really cool. He's got these brass pulls on them. Looks like the old nails they used as well. Now, granted, somebody could just put new hardware on that, but I'm going to throw this into the warehouse right now. You still have some, yeah, you have more damage here. Still a very cool piece. I don't know if somebody can really fix that. I mean, granted, for the right price, you can fix it. Old Taco Stacks ain't fixing it. Amount of time and effort. Maybe I'll sand it down and paint it white. Sand it down and paint it white. What do you guys think? Take off the brass pulls, scrap them. I'm joking. Some people out there probably thought I was serious. I'm going to throw this in the warehouse before it gets ruined, before a little bit of trash picking tomorrow morning. So, all right. So it's the next morning. Birds are chirping. I think that that piece of furniture was actually maple burl. That's my guess. I think I said tiger oak before. I think it's maple burl. I was looking at more. That's kind of got like a burl vibe. I think that might be aluminum right there. That's plastic. This one's alright. And they got some PVC on the other side. And that looks like bamboo. This is metal. So we are back out in the morning now. And it is chilly. 26 degrees right now. We just went from like 80 something to 26. All right, so we have our new issue of the day, the side piece. This is actually the cover to hold the battery on the camera. Just completely snapped off, I think. Fortunately for me, I keep all my cameras that break rather than sell them for parts, so I do have that part at home. Dog scared me. Alright, let's grab this heater. It says Life Smart, Life something, Life Smart. It's a heater. Let's see if this thing is full of stuff. Ooh, 4x4. Ah, yeah, it's full of scrap. What the heck? Try and determine if I need that 4x4. I think it's too short for what I need it for. Yeah, definitely too short. I need like 8 foot, 10 foot, I mean. This thing is very, very flimsy. Doesn't weigh anything either. It's kind of interesting. A bunch of trash cans like on this street, all empty. So I guess the garbage truck came in through over here, but I haven't seen the garbage truck. I haven't heard the garbage truck, unless the garbage truck is at the landfill right now. My brakes still sound awful. That's not the best. All right, so we'll be on to like the second town. I don't think we're gonna make it to the third town. They picked up their trash pretty early, and actually that's where I found a couple things last night. All right, I came to Lowe's, or I mean Home Depot, to, well, trash picking's done with. This guy's, he's tying, I guess he's tying, I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, that's not gonna work. This is what I'm saying, like, Uber cargo needs to be a thing, and whoever wants to just go ahead and do it. I don't want the $1 million, $2 million, $3 million in revenue you guys make every single week from it. I just want to have the honor of using the service. So whoever out there wants to make that app, go ahead. Like I said, I don't need all the money that you make from it, but it needs to be a thing. Like, if you can't transport that, granted, I don't know if that can really fit in this van. I mean, I can definitely open up this door and it'll fit, but for like 20 bucks to drive it 2 miles, I'm sure that guy would absolutely take that offer. And for me, I would take that offer. Or if you have some lumber you want delivered, you want 3 boards, 20 bucks to drive it 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles. Take the offer. For 20 bucks, I think a lot of people would do it on both sides. If you want the whole stack delivered for $100, someone out there probably would do that. It needs to be a thing. Anyway, I came to Home Depot because I needed to get 5 more of those boards, and I want to see, I might probably need some of these, but I forgot if I need 8 foot or 10 foot. I do need pressure treated though. That is for my bridge I drive my lawnmower over so I can cut more of my property that I probably should just let overgrow. But online they didn't have these timbers and pressure treated, so it looks like they have them here. It's kind of knotty. I guess that's pressure treated. Looks green enough. Treated. Alright, yeah, so I need 5 of those. Now, is this one of those kind of operations that I can kind of just tell them how many I'm taking, and then do I have to really, maybe I have to bring in 5, I don't know. All right. Everyone was saying how much the price of, I got smart and got these, how much the price of lumber went up. These things were like $5.80 a piece. I feel like $5.80 is not a bad price. I don't know, maybe I'm off with that, but I don't know, $5.80 doesn't seem like a lot for, I don't know, it's 8 foot. It's like a 2x4, but it's 8 foot and it's pressure treated. I think it's a little bit bigger than 2x4. I don't know, maybe I'm way off with that. I don't know why that landscape timber is so cheap. All right, so I stopped off at the post office. This, I don't know about that. Ernie from the post office gave me this awesome piece. I think he gave it to me for scrap, but maybe somebody would want it. I think it's to hold keys. It's my guess. Now check out this piece. This is really cool. old paper cutter. That is a beauty. I don't know how sharp that edge is, but that, I've never seen one like that. That's an antique. Usually I see them, they're usually twice as big. They're probably from like the 70s, maybe the 60s. This one looks like it might be from like the 40s or 50s. Whoever sent this, moving forward, if you guys don't include a return address, I will never address it on camera. I don't even know what that, it's like ripped also. And it doesn't look like there's a note in here. I don't know what that this is. It's $1 million. It's a religious thing. All right, so I don't even know who sent me that, but yeah, moving forward, probably will not open up packages on camera that don't have a return address. Just FYI. So no. All right, made to the scrapyard. My favorite thing about going to the scrapyard is seeing what people have dropped off. Lots of paint cans over here. Got a computer tower. Some dropped off a big motor. Looks like maybe a generator. Not a whole lot of fun stuff. There is this awesome piece over there, which I'll probably show you here. I walk this stuff over. Jeez. That's not even whatever. What the heck is this? Aero King. Is this an aerator maybe? Looks almost like it's for a golf course. That was a toolbox. Turf equipment, Jacobson. I imagine that thing was really expensive. Look that up. Aero King T1224. I imagine that thing was not cheap at all. But like if you wanted to buy something on this, I know I've gotten comments about that. It's kind of like a long, and not really a long process, it's more like an awkward process. It's not like there's a guy like sitting right there who has a little calculator and can calculate the weight and figure out how much you owe him. For something like this, you kind of have to like if you wanted to buy, let's say, that motor or that Jacobson thing for whatever reason, you'd have to go into the office, tell the guy, hey, look, I'm interested in buying that. He'll probably say yes. And then you have to go on the scale with like an empty van or whatever, put that on the van, however you're going to do that, and then drive it back on the scale. He'll know your weight of whatever that is based off the difference. And generally speaking, they might charge you maybe double the price of scrap. I noticed just from like selling at the flea market and whatnot, for the most part, since scrap is up, it's never really feasible to do that unless you get like small items, because I imagine, I mean, if that thing works, yeah, it's probably worth a ton of money, but maybe it's all right. But like a lot of other things, it's just like it might not be worth it to pay twice the price in scrap for it, especially if you don't know if it works. That thing looks like it might be missing a tire. What's the really price of a tire? 30 bucks, 40 bucks. You know, but yeah, like for like, let's say brass, let's say you're trying to buy some brass items, you're paying double the price of brass, you're paying like $5 a pound. Are some of the things worth $5 a pound? I don't know. You get like this old brass figurine that weighs 10 pounds, all of a sudden you're paying 50 bucks, then you gotta sell it for more than $50. It might sell for 30, it might sell for 40, but you gotta sell it for more than 50 just to break even. If it was up to me, I would kind of stick to the cast iron stuff. And not like very large items, but like pans or little decoratives, maybe door stops. Because when you're buying stuff off the steel pile, it's not really that much. It's, I don't know, 18 cents a pound as opposed to $5 a pound. Yeah, so that's kind of how that goes. But like I said, you got to go through this whole process of getting on the scale, off the scale, then telling the guy. So for something that might be only like a couple more dollars more than like what you're willing to sell it for, it might not even be worth it to go through that whole hassle of doing that. Oh, I said something like if there was like a sign out here, like a nice antique porcelain sign, I would go through the hassle. But maybe for like a galvanized tub, nah, maybe not. What I do know is I got myself a handful of a project here. So originally I was just going to lay down one of these down this entire row in terms of one high, and then I realized my brother was like, yeah, maybe you should get two high, that way you can keep all the stones in and, you know, keep the water in a little bit, and maybe, you know, it probably won't move if you put too high. So I guess we're going to go with that project. Interesting to see though, so I did go back inside and I bought pressure treated 4x4. As you can see, this is a nice chunk 4x4. It's already chunked out there, which must have just happened. I guess this is essentially, well, it's pretty close to a 4x4, but it's also pressure treated. That has been dried out for a day. That's why that one kind of looks a little bit more greener. Still a little green tint in this. This thing was like $5 and something cents, and that was $17. So I was thinking, I'm building this bridge. You guys might remember from last year or 2 years ago. I was working on building this bridge, which I'll show you here in a bit. Maybe I can just line it with these. I do drive my lawnmower over it, so I don't know if this would really hold it. I know the 4x4s do, but it's almost the same height, almost the same width. And it's only like $5 and change, and that's 17 bucks. I don't know. So yes, this is the bridge, which over the years has definitely done a lot of weird stuff. These are the boards, which maybe I should see. They didn't have these 2x6s or 4x6s. They didn't have any, which was shocking that they would not have any 4x6s. They didn't have any in pressure treated or non pressure treated. They only had these 4x4s. Anyway, you can see which boards I've replaced over the years. These have been here, at least on this property, for a very long time, but that one's all right. But over time, you'll see like that, for example, happens. So good thing I didn't drive my lawnmower over that, considering that I only weigh like 100-something pounds. Imagine a lawnmower driving over that, that would have been rough. So I have to go ahead and replace these boards. It's kind of a project I've been working on. It's a never-ending battle, but these have been here for probably about 2 years. I would say they probably have another 5 years, maybe 7 years left in them. These other boards don't need to be replaced. These probably have another 2 years or so. But lumber isn't cheap right now, so what are you gonna do? But that's today's project. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Always a blast here around the Taco Stacks community. Speaking of, this has definitely gotten a lot wider. All this pipe was in here because the field next to it, essentially before this whole thing was all washed away, water was supposed to travel through this pipe and go all the way down into the pond. As you see, the pipe's all broken. It's actually filled with mud. It never worked out. So at some point I'm gonna have to dig out the pipe. Always a project. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this awesome video. We found some cool things in the trash. I should get off this bridge before I fall into it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed treasure hunting, hit the like button, subscribe down below. We plenty more treasure hunts in the future. I will be going trash picking tomorrow morning, even though it's gonna rain. We're not taking a day off. We're not taking a week off. Taco Stacks signing off here. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living that dream. Peace.